Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to look at two situations. One, a robbery that took place in Westmoreland, and the other, the police has caught up with a rapist that raped a 7-year-old child in Montego Bay. But first up, let's talk about the robbery that took place in White House in Westmoreland, and we want to read from the Jamaica Gleaner. For the second time in less than 7 months, armed robbers posing as customers carried out a daring daylight multi-robbery at a financial institution in the community of White House in Westmoreland. And for some time now, we have seen where this has become a trend in Jamaica, where the small financial institutions, the credit union, the PC banks, are being held up and robbed by these criminals. And the disconcerting thing, or the most alarming thing, is that the security guards are held at ransom. Their firearms are stolen, and these firearms are out on the street in the hands of these hoodlums. And once these firearms are in the hand of the hoodlums, that poses serious threat to law and security of law-abiding citizens. Well, another firearm has been stolen, this time at the Community and Workers of Jamaica Corporate Credit Union, located in the fishing village of Main Street in White House. Last year in Junction St. Elizabeth, there was another holdup at the Ready Cash in Junction St. Elizabeth. We heard about a PC bank, I think, in Old Harbor, and we also heard about an instance of, I think it was a PC bank in Clarendon. And also, as we previously said, 7 months ago, the Jamaica National financial company in Westmoreland was also held and robbed up. But the police are saying this particular incident happened on Tuesday at 12:30, and the police are saying 6 men entered the credit union posing as customers, held the security at gunpoint, and stole $5 million in cash. They did not stop there. They decided to take away the security firearm, and they also took away the surveillance apparatus, that's a closed camera circuit, television, its recording devices and everything. So they left with everything. So there's no actual video of these men, based on the fact that they took away the apparatus. And as I said earlier, men posing as customer went to Quartz Ready Cash Finance outlet in Negril and robbed the tellers and bank of an undetermined sum of money. So we realize that this is becoming a trend in Jamaica, especially in the rural areas. Now, based on this, it leaves a lot of persons to be worried, because firearms are being taken away from security guards and are on the streets. And with these men, when they have these firearms, the dangers they pose. But these financial institutions need to find better way of securing their property, securing their funds, and have installed proper recording devices, and to put these recording devices places that is hard for the criminal to go and to dislodge, because dislodging the surveillance apparatus and going away with it basically is removing all the evidence and makes it more difficult for police to know who are the perpetrators of these crimes. But at the end of the day, thank God no lives were lost, and the situation is being investigated by the police, and we hope that they will find the perpetrators of these, especially the firearm. We would love for that to be recovered as soon as possible, because as you know, these criminals, it doesn't take them anything to create mayhem and havoc with these firearms. But let me know what you think in the comment section as it relates to these incidents. Continue to send in your comment. I'll try my best to respond to each and every one. But that's it for that story as it relates to the financial institution being robbed in Westmoreland. The other story we want to talk about is that the 40-year-old St. James man who reportedly raped a 7-year-old girl and later gave her $120 to keep the incident a secret has been apprehended by the police after being on the run for almost 2 months. A police source told the Jamaica Gleaner that the man has been reportedly confessed to the crime. The accused, a Mason, was apprehended by members of the Freeport Special Task Force during an operation in the community of Town in Spring Mountain, St. James on Tuesday. The police reported that on the day of the incident, the child who was visiting a relative was sitting on the veranda when she was approached by the man who is known to her. The attacker allegedly held her hand and carried her to the rear of the house, removing her clothing and sexually assaulting her before giving her $120 not to tell anyone. However, as soon as the relative turned up to the yard, the girl reported the matter to her and was taken into police station. The accused man has been hiding since and managed to elude the police on previous dragnets. Well, this is a welcoming news. Big, grown 40-year-old man, right, sexually assaulting a 7-year-old child. He should face the full blunt of the law. And, you know, when I was growing up, I used to hear about the cat o' nine whipping. Some of these men should get a whipping before getting the actual punishment that they deserve. And what could possess you for a big grown-up 40-year-old man to have feelings for a 7-year-old child so that you could sexually assault the child? I think before this man goes to trial, there should be a psychological evaluation of his headspace to see what has gone wrong in his brain, because clearly something must have gone wrong, because what kind of man would that be at 40 years old to find it good within himself to molest a 7-year-old child? We're not even here discussing about the money, because guess what, the objective of him was not to give the child money, and the objective of the child was not to take his money. So he forced his money onto the child to keep it silent. But at the end of the day, molesting a 7-year-old child, this man should be placed in jail. And you know, there's a thing called sexual molestation registry. You know, some of these persons, when they come out, there should be some tag on them so that persons can know that these persons are molesters of children, or they are a threat to society, especially to women. And this man, at 40 years old, I don't know if he's gotten any kids, but clearly he could not have or gotten any kids for him to do a child like this. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. Look out for your kids, look out for a family member, look out for a loved one, and most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.